Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Today in this video, I am going to talk about if you really want to speak English, then these 5 things you need to keep in your mind to speak better English. So friends, let's start the video without any delay. So our first point is don't be too ashamed to speak English. What does it mean? It means actually what we are doing. We are wishing to speak English, but the thing is we have the shyness to speak English. So if we don't practice and if we don't speak English, so what do you think? Is it possible that we can speak English? No, never ever we will be able to speak English if we feel ashamed to speak English. Yeah, let it be whatever like our speaking way will be, it's okay, because right now we are in the learning stage. So maybe we will be making the mistakes, so we will be doing the errors, so let it be. So the first point is don't be too ashamed to speak English. You speak, whether it is broken English or any English, just you need to speak. So never ever feel ashamed to speak English. Okay friends, now the point number 2 is don't be afraid of making mistakes. Actually what we are doing before speaking, just we start thinking about our mistake. If we make any mistakes while speaking English, so definitely just we think only that other people will be taking us wrong, but not like this. If you make any mistakes while communicating with others, he understands. Simple. Oh, he's trying to speak English, so what is wrong in it? He's trying very best. Just we are only thinking if we make any mistakes, people is going to take us wrong, but it is not like that. Also, there is one thing that you need to keep in your mind, and that thing is, don't be afraid of making mistakes. What I think is, making mistakes is the very good way to improve our English communication faster and in a best way. Now the question is how. Friends, if you make any mistakes, or luckily if someone notices your mistake back, then what you need to do is immediately you need to work on that mistakes, and anyhow you will have to improve that mistake so that you can learn in order to that mistake. So what the thing that we get here is, if we make mistakes we learn. If we do not make mistakes, we can never learn. So never ever be afraid of speaking. This is the point number 2. Point number 1 was never be ashamed to speak English, and the point number 2 is don't be afraid of making mistakes. I have explained the reason and the way, and now the point number 3 is don't apologize your level. What does actually this means? When we see any speaker of English advanced or higher than us, just to start thinking, if we make any mistake, if we speak in front of that speaker, he might be speaking very high, and by thinking that only, you automatically stop speaking. You don't know, you forget everything whatever you know. So now the point is, do not apologize your level. You know very well, the speaker that you are looking in front of you is higher. Earlier also he was like you. Then what is the worry and what is the need of thinking so much about it? Because we know if he is right now in the high level, so of course also he was in the beginner level some days ago. But now just we are apologizing our level, that no, I am very I have very low level, I cannot communicate with them. But it is not like that. Just rethink, man. Let it be. If your level is low, but if you don't speak, so do you think having a lot of knowledge, having the vocabulary knowledge, having grammatical knowledge, everything you have, what is required to speak English, but you don't try to speak and don't try to practice English speaking, so do you think it is possible to speak English? I don't think so. So don't apologize your level. Let it be. In what level are you? Okay, what level are you in? No problem. And how much proficient, or I can say like a good speaker in front of you, available or standing, don't apologize your level. Start speaking. If you make any mistake, so there is no problem, there is no big deal, because just we have started our journey. Okay, now let's move to the point number 4. And the point number 4 is, don't compare your English with others. Don't compare your English with others. When you compare your English with others, then whatever you know, you forget that. Because also I have seen earlier, I was thinking and I was looking only to the good speaker, and when I was looking to the good speaker, I was forgetting everything that I had learned, because I was comparing my English and I was checking myself how much knowledge I have regarding speaking English. But when I came to know about this line, don't compare your English with other, because when you compare your English with other, then it is really very bad thing, because you forget everything that you know. So there is no need to compare your English with other. When you compare your English with any other speaker, you forget to speak anything that you know, and definitely you in that moment you lack whatever you know. So now we are moving to the point number 5, and that is, don't take personally when people don't understand your English. Now what does it mean? It means actually, and it is very common thing, when we start speaking English, so there is no guarantee that whatever we will be speaking, so that our listener can understand. No, it is very common thing, and might be we will be speaking wrong, because just we have started. So there is no need to worry about that. No, our English is can't be understand by anyone, so that we will be in problem and we will be in tension. No, because we have started, so definitely it will take some time to speak better English to make them understand other people. Okay, so listen, whatever I am speaking you all about my experience. Don't take personally when people don't understand your English. Yes, it is very true. This is only one line, but the meaning of this line is very deep. Okay, just you need to understand. Don't take personally when people don't understand. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. If people don't understand your English, try to make them understand. Maybe one time you will be fail, second time you will be fail, third time you will fail. Definitely we will be able to make them understand one time. Okay, so don't worry about that. So now we have completed and we have discussed all the 5 points. Just you need to keep in your mind. Now I am going to revise that 5 points, and now just you need to remember that one. Okay, first one is, don't be too ashamed to speak English. And point number 2 is, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Point number 3 is, don't apologize your level. Point number 4 is, don't compare your English with other English speaker. Point number 5 is, don't take personally when people don't understand your English. So friends, just you can write down these 5 topics in your notebook and start following these definitely. And I can assure you, if you follow if you follow the way of speaking English just by keeping these things in your mind, so definitely you will be able to speak good English. Now friends, let's meet in the next video. Till then, bye. If you really enjoyed watching my video, please support me. Thank you.